On this episode of the Outsiders Club, Chase and Sabrina are trailing at Hillsborough River State Park. Looks like Chase is trailing Sabrina.
Sabrina, wait up.
Come on, Chase, leave the bugs alone.
Then we'll unpack the many ways to explore and adore these outdoor hallways.
Sabrina, look at that over there.
Then outsider Josh gives Sela a course on how to wake surf.
So I am a little nervous.
All right, you got it.
Make that a crash course.
I'm a little...
Come on, Sela, you've got this. Prepare to be overwhelmed.
Come on, let's go outside. We're gonna have some fun outside. Yeah, keep it outside. When the sun shines bright, it's the Outsiders Club.
So where you are right here, right now, you need to go up here, go over the bridge, you'll end up over there, and that's the hydric hammocks. Any more questions?
No, I
All
think
right,
I'm
go
good.
have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Outsiders Club. I'm Sabrina, and today Chase and I are trail hopping. First, we'll hit a dry trail where we'll be hiking and searching for wildlife.
Then we'll jump into kayaks and hit a wet trail. Hey, the ranger said something about hiking through a hydric hammock. So what is a hydric hammock?
Well, hydric means water, and the term hammock refers to an area with a lot of trees. So I would surmise that hydric hammock is a low, swampy area with a lot of trees. Wow, I am good.
Wow, you just dropped some knowledge.
Yes, I did.
Are you sure it's not just a hammock set up near water?
I'm positive that's not what a hydric hammock means. Anyways, Chase and I are in Hillsborough River State Park.
That's right, and this park was one of the very first state parks in Florida and is located only about a half hour from Tampa. It was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps and opened in 1938. The Hillsborough River State Park is one of Florida's oldest parks, and with almost 3,000 acres, this park has no shortage of cool things to do. You can hike, bike, camp, picnic, or even go kayaking or canoeing on the Hillsborough River, which has Class 2 rapids.
We have a lot of really cool trails, different hydric hammocks, pine flatwoods. It's a very diverse ecosystem you get in this area.
Wow, those rapids look pretty cool.
They do. While Chase and I go hammock hunting, fellow outsider Sela scratches off an activity from her bucket list.
I am on Prairie Lake in Central Florida here to meet Josh Kraft, who is going to teach me how to wake surf.
Josh.
Nice to meet you.
You too. I love all water sports. If it has to do with water, I'm on it. I do it.
I am so excited. I've never done it, but I've always wanted to try. So what is it about wake surfing that you love, Josh?
I've done wakeboarding on a competitive level. I've done jet skiing on a competitive level, but nothing has stood out more to me than wake surfing. Just the feel, the flow, and how much style you can put into your riding. It just continues, and you always are progressing. So, before we get on the boat, I'm going to take you through a couple fundamentals so that once we do go out on the water, it's easier to get started and get going. It's going to be the same as surfing. The only difference is that you're going to be holding a rope.
Oh, okay.
You're just going to basically lay down on it as usual.
Just paddling position like you're
Just paddling position like standard, but now you're going to be holding rope, and the boat's going to be pulling you, and once you're ready to get up, you basically are just going to hold the rope. The rope's going to have slack in it, and that's when you're going to pop up, just like a surfboard. So you'll go to your knees.
Knees and then to your feet?
Then to your feet, just like that. Perfect.
Okay. I did good on the grass, but that's grass. So once I get up, is the wave pushing me or is the boat pulling me?
The wave is going to be pushing the entire time. The rope is simply just for a comfort, just a balance, but you really don't need it once you're up. You're going to be on your toes to lean into the wave, on your heels to come out of it. Okay. So if you get moving too fast, just lean back, and then you'll slow down, and then just lean forward to go forward. Yep.
Josh seems super capable. I mean, I know I'm in good hands. I'm not worried about like learning how to do it. I'm worried about like actually doing it. Falling and having to keep trying and but I mean Josh seems like he knows what he's doing. Do I hold on to the rope or do
you can hold on to the rope, and when you're comfortable you can then throw it back onto the boat, and then it's the real surfing experience. Yeah. No rope, you're just carving it up.
Oh man, this is awesome. I'm so excited. Okay.
So do you have any more questions?
Yeah, where's the boat?
Oh, I'll show you the boat. Why don't we go ahead and go there? So you grab the vest, I'll grab the rope and the board. Let's get going this way.
I'm ready to like do this, like get wet. Just go for it.
Well, this is the boat.
Whoa, I have never seen a boat like this. This is crazy.
This is my brother Mason.
Hi, I'm Sela.
Me and my brother have grown up on this lake. If I'm riding, he's driving. If I'm driving, he's riding. We go back and forth, except he kind of loves to film. While I'm riding, he's filming me, and we're just working together to create something that no one else does.
What kind of camera is that?
Oh, this is a Canon 80D. I have my still camera, and I also use a underwater action camera for all my extreme sports shots. And then to get up in the air, I have a drone, and that's what I use for a lot of my videos.
Before we get Sela in the water, I'm just dialing in the settings. There's so many different options. Since she's a beginner, I can just change every little bit and just help her get up easier. This boat is amazing. There's so much I can do. Wakesurfing's been around for a while now, but recent boat designs have just taken the sport to a whole new level. The boat that me and Sela are gonna be wakesurfing on today is a Nautique G23. It's specifically designed for wakesurfing. Most boats are designed to keep water out. This boat, you want to have more water in it so that it will sink lower in the water, hence making a bigger wave coming from the back. All right, we're here. So Mason, you're gonna drive, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do it so I can show you.
Yeah, that'll be really helpful.
All right, and while I'm riding, you can sit right back here.
Okay.
So you can watch, and I'll just tell you what I'm doing as I'm riding.
All right.
If you have a question, I'll be right there, so you can just ask me and I'll let you know.
All right.
So I just want everyone to remember to always be safe when they're on the water, no matter what sport you're participating in. Always wear your life jacket. You know, if you were to fall and hit your head or get knocked out, that's what's gonna save your life.
Hey Josh, you ready?
All right, Mason, just go ahead and get me up and take me around the lake.
All right, let's go.
So I am a little nervous. I mean, I know it's gonna be fun, but I'm a little.
Hey, you're watching the Outsiders Club, and we'll be right back.
Ooh, look at the alligator.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm nervous, excited.
Get up on your knees. You're right, you got. Ooh!
Hey, guess what? Florida State Parks are cool with you bringing your pet to the park. Be sure to check out the pet rules at floridastateparks.org and bring your furry friend along next time you visit a Florida State Park.
Whoa, this bridge feels weird.
Yeah, it's a suspension bridge. It's supposed to feel weird.
One of our cooler features here is the suspension bridge. It was also built by the CCC back in the 1830s. So it's actually a very old historic bridge from a long time ago, and we try to keep it up and looking beautiful.
Ooh, look at the alligator.
Oh, that's so cool.
Let's go, Chase.
One thing you want to keep in mind when you're trailing is to hike at a pace that allows you to see the small stuff. Most people are looking for obvious wildlife, like deer and raccoons, but the small stuff is really cool, and it's all around you.
Okay, I think this is it. See all the water rings on the cypress knees?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're the hammock expert.
Chase and Sabrina on this trail will see all kinds of wildlife. It's definitely in a hydric hammock, very easy walk, and it's very enjoyable, very peaceful.
What's the time?
Oh, we better start heading back if we want to hit the water trail.
You're right, let's go. Come on, Chase, leave the bugs alone.
Look what I found. Hey, you're watching The Outsiders Club. We'll be right back.
So you think you can kayak better than moi?
All right, you got it. You got it. Just go to your knees. Oh, there you go.
When we last left our outsiders, Chase embarked on his own rogue scavenger hunt.
Look what I found.
Wait, what is that? Chase, I hope you're gonna wash your hands. Meanwhile, Sabrina was renting kayaks and apparently carrying everything by herself.
Bug boy, where have you been?
I was just checking out some cool fungus.
Of course you were. Here, help me carry some of this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You go like this.
Yeah.
And go, and then this side. Faster.
Okay, let's go kayaking.
Yeah, let's go.
While Chase and Sabrina set up to go kayaking, let's check back in on Sela's wake surfing lesson.
I am on Prairie Lake in Central Florida. Here to meet Josh Kraft, who is going to teach me how to wake surf. I'm nervous, excited. So far, I did good on the grass.
Pop up just like a surfboard. So you'll go to your knees.
Knees and then to your feet.
Then to your feet, just like that. Perfect.
Okay. If that's any indicator, I think I'll be okay.
One more tip. Watch this nose. If the nose goes down, so do you. All right, Mason, I want to give Sela a nice, slow, and easy wave so that she can get up. All right?
All right, I got it.
Just remember to pull to this side. All right? All right, here we go. Get up on your knees. You're right, you got it. Ooh, you're so close. All right, she was almost there. We just she's gotta have a little bit more balance when she gets on her knees, and then after that, it should be pretty simple. All right, Mason, dial it down a little bit more, a little bit slower. We should be good.
All right, I got you.
Let's try it again.
This is a lot harder than it looks.
All right, you got it. You got it. Just go to your knees. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I don't even know how many times I've fallen. The overwhelming feeling of like, can I even do this?
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. So I can tell Sela's a little frustrated. I need to bring her up, take a break, and give her some advice and some encouragement.
When I get like to the point where I'm on my knees, like I feel so wobbly. Why is that?
All right, so it could be that your knees are a little too far back on the board, causing it to just sling around a lot. We're gonna wanna move your knees up a little bit more. You're gonna wanna come up slower, you know, keep your arms on the board and just bring your knees up, and that should allow you to be a little bit more stable. Also, I want you to focus on pulling to the outside edge of the board, pulling outside of the wave.
So when I get on my knees, it's really wobbly. How do I stop that?
Pull to your outside edge a little bit more. What that's gonna do is that's gonna keep a hard line on the board and keep pressure between you and the boat and the wave, and it's gonna keep the board stable. You're so close, like you're right there. With these couple tips, I think you'll get it.
Okay. It is a little freaky being so close to the boat. Like sometimes I'll like look down at my hands to like, you know, I'm gonna get up, and then I'll look up and like the boat's right there and I'm like, whoa, and then I don't end up getting up because it freaks me out. But I think I'm getting more used to it, the boat being so close, and it's not freaking me out as much. So hopefully I can get up next time.
This is like a critical time in the learning process where it's either you want to continue or you're just tired and you're done.
So I'm out there, I'm on my knees, and Josh goes, get up, pop up to your feet. And so I'm like, ah, but then I do it and I actually stay there. Okay, so I finally did it. Yes, oh my gosh.
I'm super stoked that Celia finally got up.
It's like that whole feeling of trying something new. It's totally what being an outsider is about, because, you know, going outside and trying new activities that you honestly you did not think you could do before, and then finding out that you can do it. I feel like more people need to feel that.
All right, so I want you to come right up here. Go back.
Once you throw the rope, it's just you and the wave, and it feels so free. It feels great.
I mean, for getting up right like that and then throwing the rope and just being able to stay there, I mean, that takes talent. You got it, good job. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I mean, the adrenaline rush I just got from that was insane.
I mean, you did it, that's it. That's wake surfing. You stayed on that wave longer than anyone else I've ever taught. I'm stoked.
Today was a great example of overcoming like a fear of doing something. Like when we first started, I was really intimidated and I didn't know if I could do this. But then once I got on the water and I started to get the hang of it, it was such a great feeling to know that you overcame your fears. And I would just encourage everybody to get outside and try something new, because you never know, you might actually really love it.
You're watching The Outsiders Club, and we'll be right back.
Wow, look at all these trees here.
Oh my God. He's sun tanning.
Oh yeah, I bet you could put a hydric hammock right on that tree right there. This river is incredible. Surrounded by tall trees and wildlife, the Hillsborough River is beautiful and a great place to kayak. A lot of state parks have canoes or kayaks you can rent. We rented these kayaks for 2 hours, and that's just long enough for me to show Sabrina how to use one of these babies.
So you think you can kayak better than moi?
Oh, yes.
How about we race back?
Oh, you just sealed your fate.
No!
Yes,
Yeah.
I won.
Clearly that was a tie.
Clearly, you're jealous of my kayaking skills.
What? We hope you enjoyed the show.
Thanks for hanging with us today. And no matter if it's wet or dry, we hope you feel inspired to find a trail near you.
And be sure to check out our Instagram, Outsiders Club TV, and our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our shows. But most importantly, remember, keep it outside.
Hey, look, look, it's a hydric hammock.
Seriously, yes, technically that is a hammock near water, but that's not what the ranger was talking about.
Yeah, but it's a hammock near water, so it's a hydric hammock.
That would be hydro hammock.
Yep, but it's like the same thing.
No,